Ugh. Oh, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yes, it is once again time for, let's do it together. Now what? Yes, Mark called me up and he said, what do you say we do one for the holidays? And I said, oh, that's fine. And he said, tonight. And I said, well, I can't because I'm organizing my toenail clipping collection.
Yes, and it looks very good.
Thank you very much. And
Adjust this light.
you adjust the light. Yeah, it's nice to see all of we can't really see you. But it is the holiday season yet again. I hope everything's going well for you and yours. Now here's Mark again with words of wisdom.
Wisdom. You have no words of wisdom.
No, I don't think you have words of anything. So how you been, pal?
I've been great. How about you?
I've been okay. Yeah.
2022 has been an amazing year of
change. Yes,
right?
You got married.
I did, to an incredibly wonderful woman.
And you're still married?
Yes.
I lost the pool on that one.
1 month.
1 month. I definitely
1 month,
lost
6 days.
Well, congratulations. Put it there, pal. Yes, obviously, very
it was
patient
an amazing
woman.
wedding.
It was.
Thank you for being there.
I was there, and Lori and I went, and it was a lot of fun. And you had so many. I didn't expect to see lightsabers. Explain that.
Well, it was originally supposed to be that. If you looked at the wedding cake, it had a little Darth Vader me.
Yes.
And it had a little Princess Leia Nancy.
That's right.
Right. So the light and the dark side coming together to make it very gray. And so originally we talked about having the lightsabers when we came in for the grand entrance.
The grand entrance.
I'd have the red one. She'd have the blue one.
Right.
So she surprised me when she came down the aisle. In her bouquet, out of the bouquet came the blue lightsaber, and I almost cried.
All right, explain to me and other people who aren't that much deeply into Star Wars. What are the different colors of the lightsabers mean? Is there a meaning?
Yeah, it's generally on where you are in the Force. So, the blue and the bright, nice, the happy colors.
Yes,
are the good.
Well, they should be rainbow.
Are the good side of the Force. The red is produced through it's the dark side of the Force users break the crystal and it becomes red. It's like it's supposed to represent the crystal bleeding. So yeah, it's nerdy stuff.
But it's fun and you enjoy it, and
I love it.
It made for a good time.
I got a whole crop load of lightsabers right there.
You do have a whole crap load. We'll show them a little later.
Yeah.
And I see that your wife has let you put your toys up all over this room.
This is my little den of...
It equals only mine.
Yes, I think so. Well, no, there's people out there that have more than me. The thing is that I don't know where to put everything. There's more stuff here than I've got room for. Here, I can actually show everybody, kind of.
Oh, buckle in.
This is actually pretty cool.
I'm sure it is. Gotta clean my glasses. I got schmutz on them. We have a lot to talk to about tonight. We have one of our guests is Chris Witowski, who is the Canada's leading UFO expert, talking about those lights in the sky way back in biblical times. Could they be UFOs? I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking Santa's an alien, and that's how he gets around so quick.
Well, he could be. He could be a gray. What do you got?
So here we go. Oh, just turn off the mic on it.
Okay.
There we go. So you can kind of see over there. Oh.
No, you're getting feedback from that mic.
There you go. So you can see all the wonderful things I've got over there.
Yes.
And some of my toys. I love my toys. My toys. I've got 3 of these guys.
Yeah, shut up.
I think you remember how we got that.
Yeah, you took one from me.
It was funny.
Yeah, that's a riot.
Because
we're at a collectible store at the Mulvey Market, and I picked up this Darth Vader.
And I just got my Visa card. MasterCard. Just got my MasterCard.
Yeah, and I said, how much for this Vader?
He said $10.
He said $10. I was holding it, and Mark grabbed it out of my hand and goes, I'll take it. And you literally took it, and there it is.
Yeah, well, not only that, I get home, I put it up. The next day, I go back to Mulvey Market, I find a second one. And I buy it too.
Uh-huh.
And then I put it up, and then I go downstairs, and in my office, I already had one.
So you have 3 of them, and I didn't get one. No. I'm not doing this for pity.
No, you're not. Merry Christmas.
Oh, why? Thank you very much.
Now I've got 2 of them.
Now I got my own big Darth Vader with a little lightsaber. That's very wonderful. Thank you
See,
very
I've got
much.
another one right there.
I know you're surrounded by this.
Darth Vader is
And that talking and spinning R2D2 you got really pissed me off.
$25.
$25. The guy had no idea what he had. This thing,
No,
it's like the R2D2 from the movie, and it spins around and talks and it makes all the
goes
noises.
up and down.
And it's probably worth
A couple $100.
easy. The guy sold it for 25. I'm very upset.
Well, it's just like the big
We are going to
TIE
be
fighter here.
we're going to be talking. Yes, that is huge.
That thing you at Mulvey Market, they're selling it for $400.
I
I
know.
got it for $75.
Yep,
on,
you did. I don't know how you do it, but we're going to be talking
Yes.
toys in
Yes.
a bit. The top toys that were just put into the Toy Hall
Yeah,
of
there's
Fame.
3 of them.
Yeah,
3 of them. In the
there's
Toy
only
Hall of Fame.
3.
Yeah, there was.
They only do 3 a year.
No, it's just that they only did 3 this year into the Toy Hall of Fame.
Do you
I don't
know?
know why.
Okay,
I wrote it down. I got it. I printed it off.
Yep, the Toy Hall of Fame. We'll talk about that in a bit. But other than that, an eventful year. I hope your year was well. Send us a message. Tell us about your year.
Yeah, please do. Oh, there's already a comment. Look at that. Let's see here. Oh, it's my dad. Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas, Mr. Dobry.
Hi, Dad.
Nice to see you. I went home and saw my dad.
Yeah, you did.
Yep, my dad's 91 years old. He wasn't doing well. He was in the hospital for 24 days. So my sister back home suggested I come home. So my daughter Brittany and I flew home. That my son paid for. He surprised us with the trip
Oh,
because he couldn't go because he works up north in a diamond mine as a mechanic. But my dad was released the day before I got there, and 91. He was jovial. He was funny, and his appetite's good. So right on, man, and right on to your dad too.
yeah, he's doing good. And hi, Mom. And hi, Mom. I have my Minda mom and my mom.
Yep.
Awesome.
But that's what it's all about. Family this time of year.
Oh, there's my son's girlfriend. She says, "Merry early Christmas, you guys."
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Um,
She's dating the rock star.
looking
Odin.
like yes, looking like a sexy Santa John. Facebook user, please tell us who you are because it's not telling us who you are.
But maybe they don't want to.
No, that's just a function of this. Talking about my son.
Yes, let's talk about Odin.
Happy
I want
Hanukkah.
to
Happy
take.
Hanukkah to you too.
I want to take this conversation. Shut up.
Oh, that was awesome.
I can't believe I made it into 10 minutes, and so I'll tell you shut up.
I know.
I'm gonna be nice.
Fuck.
Ah!
So, anyways, I bought my son a guitar about a year and a half ago. Remember?
I remember you
We're
and I were
still-
living
we're
together.
living together still.
Yep.
Right. I bought him a guitar. You
Shy
start playing
kid.
once.
Very shy kid.
And a year and a half later,
The guy's a rock star.
yeah, a year and a half.
But now he's playing in bands. People are calling his name out from the audience. I saw that video.
It's my pulse thing. It's never sounded that good before.
How did you do it?
I don't know.
He's just one of
And
those
he doesn't,
natural.
he doesn't have to look. Me, I'm struggling with drumming.
There's down to his knees. There's Odin right there, man. I told him he's gonna have based on an album cover. Very proud of that kid. He's a natural. And people are just blowing him.
Oh, he is an actor. And he's got hair like, oh yeah,
Robert Plant.
yep. Like Dee Snyder from Distant Distance.
Oh, that's perfect. What a talented young man. I could barely tie my shoes at that age.
There's no problem with that. Yeah.
Oh. Wonderful. Look at that. That's amazing. Fantastic.
And it was Manny Fresh saying you're a sexy Santa.
Oh,
He says
thanks.
he doesn't know why his profile's hiding his.
It's a guy?
Yeah, it's DJ Manny Fresh.
All right, Manny Fresh. Thanks.
You know him. You met him.
Oh, yeah, I have. Yes, of course I have. Yes, indeed.
He was also at my wedding.
So, what do you want to do first?
Well, let's talk about the toys. Give me a second. I'll go grab that sheet. You just keep them entertained.
Hi, I'm here to entertain you. We're going to talk about toys. Yes, because toys are a big part of Christmas. I only give toys. Okay. I'm a toy collector and I only give toys for gifts, whether it's adults or kids, my grandchildren, anybody. I don't give clothes or cash, just toys, because everybody should have a toy to open on Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, the Toy Hall of Fame
Fame.
inducts toys every year. I remember one year, one of the toys, believe it or not, was a stick.
Yeah.
Because of imagination.
Yes.
A stick can be a
Funny
number of
you
things.
say that because well, the Toy Hall of Fame inducts a new class of toys each year at a ceremony at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester.
Rochester,
In
New
Rochester,
York.
New York.
Yes. Yes.
Guess what? I don't want to the what earned a place in history. I'll give you a hint.
What are you talking
this
about?
This toy was inducted this year.
Yeah.
It is a staple in cultures in Asia, Europe, the Americas, and Australia.
Uh-huh.
Which is noted in ancient Greek pottery shows, people playing with these twirling objects more than 2,000 years ago.
Yo-yo?
No.
What?
The top.
The top?
The top.
The top.
Yeah,
Remember, what was that game in the 70s where you had the fighting tops?
Oh, that was Beyblades.
No. This is way before Beyblades.
Well, that's what...
you had
yes,
tops and you had a little
I remember
dome.
them. I remember the little dome and they bounce around.
Yeah, no, that was way before Beyblades.
Yeah, but Beyblades became the new version of it.
Yes, I think
you
you're right.
Actually injure yourself with them.
Yeah, I know. Put an eye out. The clackers too that exploded and killed kids. That was always fun.
Oh, Rick Coleman says, "Merry Christmas, Quaz a Hanukkah Christmas."
Okay, that's good. Kwanzaa, yes.
Hanukkah started tonight.
Hanukkah started tonight, yes.
Yep.
And
so happy Hanukkah to all.
Happy Hanukkah
friends out there.
Don't get me started. I got something to beef about all that stuff.
And Merry Christmas is coming up. So the top made it. The curator, with more than 5,000 years of history behind it, it was time for the top to become part of the Hall of Fame.
Right on.
Hasbro's Light Bright.
Light Bright is a great game, and I don't think she's watching it. She's only 6 years old, but I got Light Bright this year for my granddaughter Eleanor.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
Well, it's an artistic phenomenon. It was introduced in 1966, but not marketed till 1968.
Really?
Yeah. It's a magic box with a bunch of holes in it. You put a light behind it, and you had colored pegs, acrylic pegs, that you put in. But they used to give you these patterns.
So you can make a sailboat or a kitty or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
But I've seen some amazing, like, freestyle art done on it.
Of course.
I'm like, wow.
And as you get older, depending on what kind of drugs you do at university, it's amazing what kind of things you can come up with.
Well, I saw one guy on YouTube. He had taken an old Light Bright.
Yep.
And he had taken the black panel off the front, and he put a new one on there, but he had drilled like triple the amount of holes. They were like a third the size.
Okay.
And then he had these itty bitty little pegs, and he did this art, and it actually looked like a picture.
Fantastic.
It didn't look like little Light Bright pictures. It actually looked like an image.
Well, there you go. Innovation at its finest.
Yeah. And then finally,
what do we have next?
Masters of the Universe.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Why?
Because it grew in it started in the 80s.
I know that.
And it just kept growing in popularity. But Mattel introduced new characters and toys with the 2021 Netflix series.
Reboot.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even a reboot because they didn't retell the story. They just kind of carried it on from later on. It's a story of how He-Man has to reclaim Eternia from Skeletor.
Ooh.
And it was really good. If you like animation and if you know that stuff. Hey, James Grant. Hey, buddy.
Hi, James. Merry Christmas.
Merry
or whatever you
Happy
do.
Hanukkah.
Anyways, where were you? I was bored.
With the 2021
What?
with the 2021 movie or series, people went crazy and bought He-Man and Skeletor toys.
Sure.
Walmart brought out a line of them.
Yep.
And yeah,
Castle Grayskull. That's where he lived, right?
That's right. By the power of grace.
Hey, badoo.
Hey, do you remember who used to? Yeah, he used to have the power. But do you remember who used to put on the ring and become strong?
Hercules.
Hercules and that stupid.
And that stupid little goat guy.
And I loved watching that every morning.
Goat guy.
Herc, it's over here, it's over here.
It's like, shut up. I'm Hercules. I have to put on a ring to become powerful. I got my Superman ring on.
You do?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Yes. And
Now you got your Superman.
oh yeah, my
shirt.
Superman Santa shirt. That's right.
That's
I got a
cool.
couple of toys from my childhood I'd like to show you.
Oh, you do.
I know you're very excited about this.
I like toys. I like toys. The bigger challenge is, does he get to leave with them?
Oh, yeah, I'm leaving with a bell. Hold on a second. You just talk to people.
So I don't know what to talk about because I'm waiting for the toys.
Really, is that it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the toys. So
You've been in the entertainment business.
last
how
night,
long?
I was DJing a party for this group of people. They do what do you call it? They're physiotherapists.
Yes,
And who walks in but John?
that's right.
And he walks in and he comes up and says hello to me. Turns out he's the Hawaiian Santa for them that night.
That's right.
And so we got to work together last night, which is really cool. I used to have him.
I have got the $6 million man right here, 1975, mint condition, even has the bionics in the arm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you go like this, you can lift the engine block, and you can look through his bionic eye.
I know. I used to look through the eye and say, hang on, I need to come across it.
Yeah, look at that,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh,
You
you
remember-
look so close.
Do you remember? Remember the noise it made when he looked at you? He used his eye.
And whenever he did anything.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, you
Jump.
make that noise when he jumps. Ready? He's going to save Jamie Summers
That's
from
right.
from Bigfoot. Ready?
Boing.
Boing. And we got Kung Fu Grip GI Joe with lifelike hair. Yeah, Kung Fu
Ooh,
Grip.
It's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy. That's
Like
what.
a
Yeah,
Q-tip.
and he's got Kung Fu Grip, and because they didn't want to make the GI Joe a military figure anymore in the 70s.
So now he's in Winnipeg sanitary gear.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Sanitation. He works
Yes,
for the
he is.
Winnipeg Sanitation Department.
But they made the adventure team with a brown-haired one, blonde, red-haired one, and an African-American one, and Kung Fu Grip, which Barbie really liked.
Yeah, apparently it's just a Ken doll that they changed the hands and gave him hair.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, you know,
He's just as anatomically correct.
that's it. Was that you that pulled down the suit? The
That's-
face of GI Joe, the 12-inch one from the 60s. A little story behind that, my friend, was sculpted by the same man who sculpted the JFK bust after JFK was assassinated. So there is a amazing resemblance to John F. Kennedy to the GI Joe doll.
That's interesting.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Well, now you know that. See, that's why you hang around.
See, I've got all these toys I want to show too, but I don't know where to start.
Well, you can do whatever you want.
But this one here.
You know what, Mr. Potato Head? Here's another toy fact. When Mr. Potato Head came out, there was no plastic potato. They only gave you the parts of the faces, right?
And you have to use your own potato.
Your own potatoes. I have the same Batmobile.
Yes.
It's put out by McFarlane 2
Yes.
years ago, was it?
2 years ago. No, 3 years ago, because the
Well,
year
let's-
after that
Let's show it.
came out the Batcave, and I've got that here too.
Yep, look at that. The Batmobile. The best Batmobile in the world ever.
Yes.
Screw the Michael Keaton one and all the rest. This is one designed by car designer George Barris, who also designed the Monstermobile, the Monkey Mobile, and so many more.
This came along later.
I'm not a big
This one is from which movie? Do you remember?
bad one.
Yeah.
Enough with the Batman movies, by the way. We've seen the story enough. No
Actually,
more.
did
No
you
more.
watch
No
the
more.
last one?
No more.
Did you watch the last one?
No, I
It
didn't.
was good.
I don't care.
Hey, you know what? I was surprised. I did not get to go see Black Adam
Good.
in the theater.
It was in a theater for what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it's on Crave now.
That's with The Rock.
Yes. Hey, my Uncle Melvin's on there. Hi,
Hi, how are you, pal?
from Victoria.
Woo, Victoria, that's wonderful. Yeah, Black Adam, but come on, and The Rock, come on. You know what? You know what I want them to do? I don't know what DC is doing, but they're doing it wrong. Because I'm a Superman fan. Obviously, I got the shirt. I'm a big Superman. They haven't made a Man of Steel. I didn't like it. I enjoyed. I shouldn't say that. I thought it was well directed, well done, but they made him too dark. Superman is like Christopher Reeve to me will always be
Oh, of
Superman.
course, but
You know, the primary colors, the Boy Scout. You know, I know it's unrealistic in our world today, but not every superhero has to be dark. I don't think.
but did you hear that they've axed Henry Cavill?
And they also axed what's her name, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's her
They're
name?
not coming back. Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Gal Gadot. Brrr. Yeah, is she not coming back?
No.
Why? What are they doing?
I have no idea. It's well, apparently with the failure of Black Adam at the box office, they are trying to take it in a different direction.
They didn't see that coming
No, they did not. Apparently.
because Black Adam's originally from
Hey,
the.
Leonard. Good evening.
Hey, Leonard. Black Adam, isn't he from the Shazam series?
He is. He was before Shazam. He was from ancient times.
And here's another thing: there's Captain Marvel, which Shazam was originally called,
Yes.
and then became Shazam, and then they put out Captain Marvel, which was a female, which confused me, which is fine.
But that's from Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But because they could not use Captain Marvel in the name of the comics.
Right.
They had to call it Shazam.
Yes, which is the
Because
word he uses.
Which is the name of the wizard that gave him the power.
Yes.
But actually, it's not even that.
No, it's not that.
It's an acronym.
An acronym
for Hercules and
Zeus and the other guys, Mo, Larry, Curly,
and John.
Yes, that's right.
Paul, John, Ringo,
Oh, and George.
George.
That's right.
But but in the comics, they were allowed to call him Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Right. But they just couldn't put other. They won a lawsuit later on that allowed them to keep that name because it was technically first.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to bed tonight.
I read that wrong. I'm not sure.
You can totally sleep relaxed tonight, knowing that.
Do I look really dark to you? I mean, maybe it's
no. So it's the angle. And by the way, I got to compliment you on your weight loss. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, no kidding. You're doing great.
It's all her fault. Oh, it's not her fault. It's her support.
Okay.
Nancy's been amazing for me.
Yeah.
She changed my life completely around.
That's great. You finally shower?
No.
See, she's got to work on that one.
She actually makes me jump in the pool twice a day.
It's winter time.
Of course I shower. I got a great shower down here.
I know. He's got a shower with rocks in it.
Yeah, it's got a rock floor, but it's got the rain thing on the top, and it's got the handheld on the other side.
Oh, handhelds are always good.
Yeah. You can really get into places that you
can't into. And that's why your showers take 45 minutes.
Or 2 hours.
Or 3. Or 3 minutes, one of the two.
But yeah, so but so you're talking about the year that was changed for me. Nancy and I got married and we got engaged in the same year. So we got engaged in February.
Quick.
Well, at our age, what's there to wait for? Either you love the person or you don't, right? But I love her dearly, and she loves me dearly, and there's no question about it.
I can see her holding the cue cards right over my shoulder.
No, well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. She's actually going to join us.
She's going to be.
I don't know where we're going to put her, but
no, she's going to join us from her laptop.
Oh,
in her office.
All that high tech stuff.
Unless she comes and sits right here.
No, because I'd probably accidentally bump her or something like that.
But she's going to join us from her laptop up in the office.
Right.
That way she can be on the window with us, and we can enjoy her company.
Okay.
So what else was there?
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I have one little rant about the holiday season?
Yeah, just a second. The other thing that changed for me.
What?
You bought a home.
Yes, you have a beautiful home here.
Beautiful home in Winnipeg here, and her brother actually was our real estate agent and helped us find this house, and we got it at a great deal.
You did,
and couldn't be happier. I mean, everything is just right as rain.
Not right. I never understood that phrase. Right.
It means there's no fucking snow.
Oh, thank you. You swore twice tonight. I'll have you know I haven't said anything inappropriate, which I'm usually the one.
You did tell me to shut up.
Says I did tell you to shut up.
I wish I could find that picture where I pushed you out of the chair.
Oh man, that was a good one. You just pushed me. You launched me.
I actually didn't really mean. I just kind of went like
and
that.
I was off balance, and I went flying.
All of a sudden, he's not on screen.
Wasn't that right after one of my surgeries or something? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Lord Almighty.
And you survived it.
I did.
That's awesome.
That's correct.
We got a guest coming on shortly.
Yeah. Chris Rotowski is going to be joining us.
The UFO guy.
Yeah, the UFO guy also will be talking. I told him to log on about 8:25, and then we'll put him on as soon as he gets here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something that really bugs me, and I'm serious about this.
Okay.
It's a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a holiday tree. Stop calling it a holiday tree. And I'll tell you why I bring this up. Woman at work, we have Christmas trees. I work at Harvest during the day. Great place. And if you want to volunteer, we'd love to have you. Donations, love to have them. Our numbers have gone up huge. But anyway, so we have Christmas trees in the lobby where you can get your picture taken in front when you make a donation. And I said, okay, go stand by the Christmas trees. And one fellow employee said, oh, no, we call them holiday trees. I went, I beg your pardon. She goes, well, you don't want to exclude anybody that doesn't celebrate Christmas. So they're holiday trees. I said, great. And we also have a big menorah there as well. Mm-hmm. And she says, so stand between the two big holiday trees and the menorah. And I said, whoa, using your logic, we can't call that a menorah.
It's a candelabra.
We have to call it a holiday candlestick. Because you can't do that. You can't have it both ways. It's a damn Christmas tree. I say Merry Christmas, and I say Happy Hanukkah, and blah, blah, blah. None of this
crazy
blanket.
Kwanzaa?
Yeah, crazy Kwanzaa. And none of this blanket Happy Holidays crap. I'm sorry. I'm old school. It's a Christmas tree. It's Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Pass me that.
What is it?
Down there beside the Jabba the Hutt.
The little guy?
No, the thing beside it.
Oh.
Yeah, that one there. That thing there.
Oh, you make me get up. Did you hear my knees?
Everybody heard your knees.
Oh, look at that, a violin.
My menorah.
Oh, that's very nice. Shouldn't you have a candle on there for tonight?
I should. There should be two. One here and one that lights it.
Yeah, you have the middle one, of course.
One that lights it.
Well, why?
I went to Safeway.
Your parents right now are very upset with
I went to Safeway to get one, and they were out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Have to rectify that.
Jew in Manitoba went to Safeway and got their candles.
I'm sure that's where they all got them. Well, you better get on that, pal.
Yeah, I'll light one tomorrow.
Oh, Susanna.
Don't you come from me.
But how do we get on that?
So, what's your favorite pet that you've ever owned?
A favorite pet?
Yeah, that you've ever owned.
I'd say my dog. I have two. Murphy, who is a beautiful dog. He was a beautiful, kind of looked like Sprocket on Fraggle Rock. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, Tibetan Terrier, and a black lab named Buck, who I adopted when he was 9 years old.
You ever get into an argument with one of your pets?
Well, not an argument so much, but you do the eye contact thing when they, you put the ball down and the dog will look at it and then look at you, and they're like, "Come on, what are you doing? Pick it up, throw it, pick it up, throw it."
Well, I found this on TikTok. It was a guy arguing with his pet.
Arguing with a pet.
Yeah, watch this.
你干嘛？不给你吃？哦，你不能吃。不，干嘛？不要吐我！等等，哎呀！别吐！再吐一个！这个再吐一个来！哎呀妈！犯人！
Were they spitting at each
They're
other?
spitting at each other.
That was a llama.
Llamas spit.
Oh my gosh! Remind me not to get a llama.
But wasn't that?
That was just outrageously ridiculous.
Yes.
I'm just checking on our first guest. Oh, on now backstage, he says.
I don't see him backstage.
We don't see you yet.
He's not backstage here. Here, I'll resend you the link.
Okay.
And you can send it to him.
Hold on. This is how it works in technology.
There's the link.
Right. You send it to my. Okay. Oh, there we go. Mark Ray.
Forward that on to him.
I'm going to, but I forwarded the earlier one on to him.
Yeah, so something's bizarre.
Okay, we're gonna do this. See, this is the magic of television, or whatever it is. Talk quietly amongst yourselves.
Yeah, this is technology. So I may have to resend the links to everybody. I shouldn't have to.
Well, okay, try this one. I'll say, try this one. Try this one. I'm an old guy. I type one finger at a time. Shut up.
Oh, here he comes.
What? Oh, we got him.
Here he is.
Well,
Well,
hello, sir.
well, there he is. Yeah, I was sitting there and nothing was happening, so I tried it again.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Can we bring up your volume at all?
No, that's about as
Oh,
loud
you
as
need
you
some
get.
volume here.
No, it's
how's
not,
that?
it's
Is
at
that
my
better?
end.
Okay.
It's at my end. I could not find, I've moved since the last time we did the show, and my speakers that were normally on this thing are somewhere.
But they can hear him.
They can hear them. Yeah.
Okay, great. Hello, sir.
Hello there, Jon Ljunberg.
That's right. That's right. Mark and I are so thrilled to have you here. And you are the king of Canadian UFO.
Ufology.
UFO. Is it ufology? What is it?
Ufology. Sure, one of those things. Yeah, that's works. Yeah.
Ufology. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, unless this has changed. You're not a believer or a denier. You're right down the middle. Is that correct?
I sit on the fence, and those pointy things are sure sharp. Let me tell you. Right.
I
Yeah.
can believe it. So,
Yeah.
if I may, before we get into the actual chat about UFOs in Manitoba and why it's such a hot spot and what you're up to right now with your new projects, how did you get into the study and research to the depth that you do of UFOs?
He returned from being abducted.
That's right.
Well, I started university back in the 70s, and I was into an astronomy club and stuff like that. And I went into astronomy when I got into the university. And at that time, there were a lot of UFOs being seen around in Manitoba, Carmen, and places like that. And my astronomy prof was really anti-UFO, like it's all nonsense, forget about it, that sort of thing. But people were calling into the astronomy department to ask about what is this thing that I'm seeing in the sky, and what did this thing swoop down over me, and he was getting kind of annoyed because it was interfering with his research. And I was just an undergraduate student, and I wanted to get on his good side. So I said, well, my place where I study is right around the corner from your office. Why don't you just, as soon as a call comes in, let me know and I'll take the calls for you. Wanted to suck up to him real big.
Right on.
And he did. And I started talking with people all over the place. And I visited them at their farms and talked to them. And I could explain most reports as stars and planes and planets and all that sort of stuff. But there were some that I couldn't explain. And it was like a year and a half later that in the physics department at the university, there was always a Friday afternoon seminar for the department in this big boardroom. And somebody got sick or something. I forget now. But my prof came to me and said, people are interested in the UFOs and this guy got sick. So why don't you give a presentation to all of us in the boardroom?
Trial
I
by
said, "Sure."
fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thrown to the wolves.
But the trouble was, they put a notice in the hallway that this is what was happening, and somebody took that notice to like CBC and the Free Press and CJOB. And so the day of that I was doing this, the prof came to me and he said, we have to move it out of the boardroom because the boardroom only holds like 20 people. And they think there's going to be more people. So they moved me to the largest lecture hall at university, and there were 400 people who came to hear me talk about UFOs.
Whoa.
And that was the baptism by fire. Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah.
So have you ever
Yeah.
seen anything that you would think would be a UFO?
I've never seen a Ukrainian from Ontario. No, they're very rare. No, I've never seen anything. No, I've been out lots of times to various places. I was out. I've been to BC and I've been to the Atlantic Ocean area, and I've been, the countrysides. I've never seen anything that that's I mean, I was just wrong place at wrong time, I suppose.
Now you're disappointed by that?
I guess I want to know what it is that people are seeing. Yeah, that some of the classic cases. What do they actually see? That cause all this commotion. But no
Well,
such luck.
The Carmen story is, world renowned. If you could, as a matter of fact, didn't he just get the Order of Canada or some award?
Who
The gentleman it happened to.
Carmen? No, not no. There's lots of people who saw it at a Carmen. There was a guy, the Falcon Lake thing. There's a big hoo-ha about.
Yeah.
And there was a coin that was minted by the Royal Canadian Mint in honor of that. As a matter of fact, where is it now? You're talking about toys and stuff. This is the coin that was struck by the Royal Canadian Mint in honor of the thing seen it, and it has a little bonus. I think I can do this without burning out the thing. If you
Nice.
it has a black light that
That's really cool.
like that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Now, is that good? Is that good currency on any planet that we can visit?
Any planet. Yeah. Well, it's actually it's silver. It's pure silver. It's like, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of silver. So
Wow.
Nice
that
job.
should be good anywhere.
So, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I know you've told the story a million times, but for those viewing, and tonight we've got quite a few.
Well, both of the people, both of the viewers are interested, I'm sure. Yeah.
No, yeah, the Falcon Lake story in a synopsis.
Yeah. Well, basically in 1967, this guy was kind of interested in rocks and collecting rocks. So he went out to Falcon Lake on the May long weekend. He, was chipping away at some rocks, stopped for lunch, and these two Hollywood-style flying saucers came down, flew in the air. One came down near him, and there's actually another toy. This is somebody made this with a 3D printer. This is what it looked like.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool. And he saw it, and they walked up to it. He got burned by it. The big blast of hot gas hit him in the chest. He was treated at the Misericordia Hospital. RCMP investigated. The Royal Canadian Air Force investigated. Even the United States Air Force came up to investigate, and nobody could come up with an explanation as to what he saw. And I have to tell you, not only did the Royal Canadian Mint commemorate this, but just this last summer, there's a Falcon Lake beer that was produced.
I mean, this is
try
that because I'm a beer nut.
It's obviously a major event if they make a beer for it.
Well, if you have enough of those, you'll see one.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
So, was there any other physical evidence other than him being burned?
Well, yeah. In fact, this is what's really weird is that there was physical evidence at the site. There was radioactive material at the site that was detected, and then there were some metal silver bars that were found at the site that were radioactive, and they were tested by laboratories here in the States, here in Canada and the States. And it has all the elements of a classic case. Guy got burned by it. There's radiation. There's evidence at the site. There's a big ring of dirt and stuff piled up where this thing happened. So it's and you can actually go visit it. In fact, we've plotted it now with GPS coordinates, and you can go to it. It's tough. It's actually hard to get to because it's in the middle of the bush. The easiest way to get to it is actually by horseback. And even on horseback, it takes a good 45 minutes to get there. So, if you were going to fake something, you wouldn't do it so hard to find.
No. And I thoroughly believe that, that we're the only planet with life in all the universes out there. I mean, you got to be like a moron to think that, and selfish to think that we're the only ones with a life, intelligent life.
Well, I don't know. I in my opinion, I see absolutely no sign of an intelligent life on Earth. I watch CNN and Fox,
have you ever,
But I love. Hold on.
Contact?
Wait, hold on a second. Before you bring that up. You mentioned it was so far out in the bush and whatnot. What begs the question: why don't we see sightings in major cities?
Well, statistically, and we have to do math, of course, that there are more sightings in cities because it's the old reverse of the tree falling in the forest. There's more people in cities to see things that might be in the sky, so you actually do get more reports from people in cities. In fact, the largest number of reports in Canada come from like Toronto, Vancouver, in
Really?
that area. But the not all the really interesting ones happen in cities, like they happen far away from civilization, but the number of cases are bigger in greater populations.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I feel silly now for bringing that question up.
So have you
No,
ever
it's
seen
a
the
very
movie
good question.
Contact?
Thank you.
Have
What?
you ever seen the movie Contact with Jodie Foster?
Yes.
So there's a line in there and said, in the universe, in the galaxy this huge, if we're the only place where there's life, it's an awful waste of space.
It's an awful
Hmm.
waste of space. They
Hmm.
say that about me too.
Yeah, I've been called that too. I got
I've been called a
Yeah.
waste of skin.
I've got two
Yeah.
ex-wives that can attest to that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's just now let's
Let's turn this to a Christmas.
that's
thing.
what I'm just gonna do. Christmas time. This is the show we're doing for Christmas. We haven't done a show in what,
Yes.
a year.
Yeah.
The lights in the sky at Christmas. Now I've read little snips here and
I'm
there.
gonna tape this.
That is, shut up. That is has been, it could have
Send
been
it,
a
Dad.
Mark, could have been a UFO. There could be, there are some ties there, are there not?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the Christmas star, there's a lot of astronomers have actually tried to figure this out, and they do say that at that time, which would have been 3 BC or whatever it was, that there was a very bright, either a bright supernova, an exploding star, or just a conjunction of a bunch of really bright stars that would have been very prominent. And these smart guys, these wise guys,
The
they
wise
were
guys, the three wise guys.
two wise guys. Yeah, they were in the east, somewhere in Arabia, and they saw this, and they figured, well, let's follow it. And of course, this thing would have risen in the east and headed towards the west. So they would have gone west looking for it, and they would have ended up in Jerusalem and Bethlehem. And so that's the current theory from astronomers, is that that's probably what this was. And it doesn't deny or denigrate any miraculous thing. It just means that the big guy manipulated things so that there were this bright thing that the three wise guys could follow. So
Cool.
The big guy.
yeah.
Now-
Santa. So is Santa
Santa,
an
yeah.
alien?
No, now stop.
Hang on. Wait. My theory. Santa is an alien who travels around the world, and he gets into these homes through a teleporter. And that's where Star Trek got it.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Well,
Masterly villain
I have,
beer.
That's
but I have
wonderful.
to tell you, you can go to NORAD's website. I think it's NORAD.ca. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And they actually have the Santa tracker up
Santa
now, and
tracker.
you can see that Santa is, he's on some test flights now. He's getting Rudolph ready,
Of
and they
course.
do track it for the kids, and
Yeah, I used to do a thing before I started doing this with John. I used to do one called Go for Radio, and I used to do a Christmas Eve one and I would actually have the Santa tracker on,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'd be telling people where he is, and you want to see that sucker go when, like, where he's going, how
Mach
fast
5.
he's traveling.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Mach 5, I'm telling you.
those reindeer can really book.
Okay, now, see, I'm really interested in this topic, and I hope I'm not dragging this out. But we're talking about biblical times. How far back is there evidence, be it in scripture or stone, of visitations from, or interpreted as visitations from outer space?
Well, I guess it's all interpretive, right? I mean, the most modern, I say modern, UFO report we have on record in Canada, for example, dates back to, I think it's 1792 or something like that.
Oh,
Over what in the area what is now Montreal. And I think there's one from 1796 here in Manitoba, where an explorer named David Thompson was with his First Nations guide, and he saw this thing is described as a bright meteor that was glowing and fell to the ice on the lake with a sound like a massive jelly. Which what kind of jelly, ho ho ho, Santa Claus kind of. It's the right time of year for that, anyways. But that was reported in his diary. But of course, you can go back further than that, and people have said, throughout history in the 1300s, there are these wood cuttings that show things in the sky and whatever. You go back to biblical times, and you have the Star of Bethlehem, and people go all the way back to the things that Ezekiel saw, the wheel in the sky,
right,
that type of
right.
thing.
Chariots of fire.
Chariots of God and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's just incredible. And the thing is, the debate's gonna go on forever.
Well, no, it's going to end when they finally do show up and say, "Pizza time."
Yeah, well, I hope they say that, not zap us like Mars Attacks. But okay, here's another one, and I know
Okay.
it might cause some people to respond. Do you think the government knows and they're hiding stuff? Area 51, all of that stuff. Do you think we have their technology on the earth? Do you think they, as they say, walk among us?
Well, it's interesting that you're asking this now, because last week the United States government came out with a teaser. They had a little news release where they said that we do actually. There's a report that they're giving to Congress, and they're supposed to give it to the public sometime before the end of the year, anyways. And according to the United States government, they have hundreds of UFO reports that they've gathered from, pilots and whatever over the past little while. No aliens so far, according to them. As a matter of fact, some of them were what they describe as blue programs, which in government speak is secret projects that are owned by the Americans. So yeah, so now they have to kill you. So they actually gave that release just last week. So we expect the whole report to drop sometime over the next couple of weeks before the end of the year. So this is interesting timing. Are they telling the truth? In fact, it was curious that, was it 5 years ago now, that the government admitted that it was actually had a UFO project, and they're going to get a report before Congress. And everybody, all the UFO fans were saying, wow, see, the UFO government's going to come clean, and they're going to tell us they have all the answers, and they have the UFO guys and the little green guys in pickle jars and all that sort of stuff. And now, over the past little while, the government's saying, well, we can explain everything and there aren't any aliens. So now the UFO our fans are saying, aha, they're covering it up. They're not telling us the truth now.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, listen, first of all, great speaking to you. And we could talk all night. We could do a 4 or 5 hour show. I hope you come back, because we plan on coming back, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it once in a while.
Well,
how can people, number one, find you and also read your works?
There we are. This is currently at McNally. It's titled Canada's UFOs Declassified. And it's unique because we actually published about 40 or 50 government documents in here where they clearly are interested in UFOs. And most of them people haven't seen before. So it's a perfect Christmas gift. You have to get that in, of course.
Oh, I'm getting one. I have to go out and get one.
Christmas, Hanukkah, anything. By the way, happy Hanukkah. Yeah, and so it's and people can find me on Facebook. Or I'm still on Twitter. I'm on Mastodon. Everybody seems to have gone over to Mastodon. I'm Rut UFO on Mastodon if you want to find me there. And so I'm on social media and all over the place.
Right on.
Fantastic. And I'm definitely picking that book up. McNally Robinson. And hold it up again so people can see it.
Here it is. Yep. Canada's UFOs declassified.
I got to get it. I'll be picking that up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You are one of the most interesting men I have ever spoken to, and I've interviewed a lot of people. And I like the fact that you're not like a fanatic that they exist and they're here. And so you are very logical in your what's the word I'm looking for? In your research and also your explanations of what it is. So
Yeah, I mean, I recognize that it's a topic that has attracted some nuttiness over the years, but at the same time, there's a serious aspect to it, and we have to deal with it.
right on, man. Well, listen, thank you very much, Chris, and we will talk to you real soon. And have a happy Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah,
season.
Kwanzaa,
All that stuff. Yeah.
all that great stuff.
Okay, you
Good
too.
health.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Wow.
He's a hoot.
You know what? He's just so interesting. And
is.
and I remember back when I was hosting breakfast television, I always looked forward to when he was on because and then in the show, like like when you did radio and stuff like that,
Mhm.
you only have 4 minutes sometimes
Yes.
with a guest.
Yeah.
But this format allows us to go farther and farther and
Oh,
farther.
we can have so much fun with people. when
Well,
we bring
plus,
them on.
plus,
and they get to actually talk about it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you're not rushed. You don't have to stick to.
and no commercial breaks.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, speaking of those,
hang on, I got a commercial here.
oh no,
Yeah, I found this commercial. Apparently, this is coming out in 2023.
I can't wait. What is it?
This year, you will not believe your ears. Jon Ljunberg on tour, singing some of your favorite songs. Listen to what he's bringing you now.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad.
How the hell did you do that?
I've got this app, and you take pictures off of whatever, and it identifies the face, and it moves the proper parts of the face to the words.
That's hilarious.
But it wasn't.
I go. I don't know. I'm having some respiratory issues. Nothing major, but I couldn't breathe. I was why. I can't believe Chad sang along with me. That was wonderful.
Good.
Yeah, he and I will be appearing at Ed's Chuckle Hut and Salad Emporium.
Yes.
That's great. That was pretty funny, you bastard. Anyway,
Well, oh,
I
hang
know.
on, there's a comment after that.
Oh no.
I don't know what that is. Can you tell what that is?
I don't know. Looks like a chipmunk with a mask on it.
It does, doesn't it? I wonder if there's a way to make that bigger.
I beg your pardon?
That's what she wants, right?
You know. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh,
No, that was funny.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. I sat and I thought, I got to surprise John with something. So I put that together.
You
the other
did.
day.
You got me good. That is fine. That's a keeper. I love that. Thank you.
Looked
Oh
like
boy.
someone dancing. Minda says that was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
No, I
he's
never
very
had-
talented.
Never had a lesson. Can you believe it?
My dad used to do that with pictures of his dog, and then he'd have he'd do this stupid voice. I'm a puppy, and look at me. And my dad would send me these over and over, but the AI for that, the artificial intelligence for that, was nowhere near as good as this one.
As
was.
now, yes.
I've
was-
got a couple. I wanted to show there were of the ones I did of Nancy, but that would be the end of my marriage if I did that.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
Well, we
I
don't want that to end.
No.
No, it never will.
Well, there's only two ways that marriage ends: death or divorce.
That's true.
mine's not going to end in divorce. It's going to end with her smothering me with a pillow because I did something like that.
That's right. It's cheaper than a divorce.
Oh man.
Unless you watch those crime shows, which I'm addicted to, there's no way you can kill someone and get away with it.
You know, it's funny.
No way. They find
I-
the tiniest little speck and they find, and if it's a spouse, automatically they go right after
Automatic,
you. Yep.
And I mean, when we lived together, I said, "Hey, John, come up watch." I'm watching my crime shows.
Yep. I watch them all the time. Oh, I tell you, I should be a detective.
What are you watching today? Crime shows.
Crime shows, leave me alone. Especially now I was recovering from my massive surgeries I always had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down there going, okay, bastard, show me one I can't solve, you know.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good now, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah, I still go to the clinic and get the things checked out, but cancer free still. And that's pretty cool. Thank you very much. And yeah, so life is good. I can't complain.
Well, you could.
I got a brand new granddaughter. The people may not know that.
Yes, he's got a brand new granddaughter.
Yeah, well, not brand new, 9 months old. Piper.
Yes.
Yeah, Piper's a real sweetie.
Danger is her middle name.
No, that's Eleanor.
Oh, that's Ellen.
Eleanor Danger.
Her real middle name is Danger, so she can say Danger is my middle name.
Yeah, my son thought that was going to be hilarious. Anyway, so I got 4 grandchildren, and I can't wait for Christmas because, hello.
I've got new grandchildren.
What?
Because Nancy had grandchildren,
Yep.
and now his son's now my stepson.
Yeah, of course.
And their children are so I got 3 new grandchildren.
That's amazing.
Riley, Liam, and Caleb.
Well, look at that. See how that works?
So our next guest is in the back room here.
In the bathroom?
Back room.
Oh, back room.
Might be in the bathroom.
I don't know, maybe.
Wherever he's set up. There he is, Scott.
Oh, good old Scott Tackleberry.
Hello there.
Hello, old king of the brew himself.
Hello.
How you doing,
How's it
buddy?
going? What kind of trouble have you guys been up to so far?
Oh, well, we talked to Chris Rotowski, the king of UFOs in Canada. Very interesting conversation. Could have gone on for hours.
The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
Oh,
It
of
is out
course
there,
it is.
absolutely.
Now, do you believe that there is something out there?
Oh, come on. Look at us. There's got to be something more intelligent than us.
I hope so, man, or we're screwed.
Oh, yeah, exactly. If we're the epitome of intelligence. The universe is in trouble.
No, I think, yeah, exactly. No
Hey,
kidding.
Did you see the John sings the greatest hits that I just played a few moments ago?
No, I just logged on.
Okay, here.
This year, you will not believe your ears. Jon Ljunberg on tour, singing some of your favorite songs. Listen to what he's bringing you now.
Know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad.
I had to show that again because I thought it was brilliant.
So sad. Really.
It's pretty scary stuff.
It is. How you doing, my good man, on this festive season?
I'm doing all right. How are you two?
Oh, doing great. Happy Hanukkah. I know you don't celebrate Hanukkah. You're a Christmas boy, but
Well,
we include you.
we already had this argument, Scott, that it's not a holiday tree; it's a Christmas tree. Damn it!
It's a tree.
We used to call it a Hanukkah bush.
I'm not even going to go there. Anyways,
So the reason we brought Scott on today
Because
is
you
to
were
talk
desperate.
about
what is that? A new brew from Scott?
Scott started up his own brewery,
Yes, I know.
Dastardly Villain. Now I've got the dry hopped yellow ale, which I absolutely adore. My favorite is his stout. Now
We just can't open it.
I've got to
My
be careful.
favorite is the New England IPA. So I'm going to share this with you guys right here, right now.
What is it called?
New England IPA. This
Now,
one is
why
Super
New England? I'm a New
intense.
England boy, and why did you call it New England?
Well, that's the sub style of India Pale Ale that's kind of making its round in beer circles right now.
Aha. Groovy. There you go.
Now, a New England IPA is a softer, fruitier IPA than a traditional West Coast IPA or just a classic IPA.
All right. Back up the pickle truck, Junior. What does IPA stand for?
IPA is India Pale Ale.
Okay. There we
And
go.
the term has now been applied to about a dozen different beer styles and substyles of the substyles. But an India Pale Ale is typically described as a, slightly sweet, malty, very highly hopped beer.
Okay.
Now, the reason they highly hopped it was because originally, when they used to take the boats over to India, the British colonized it. So they had pale ales. And they would stamp it India to go over to India because that's where it was going. But they would over hop it because hops are a natural preservative for the beer.
Well, look at that, boys and
brew
girls.
it
We
to a-
learned something new.
Yeah,
Huh?
the English would brew it to a higher alcoholic strength, just to get it ready to go over to the to India, and it became the India Pale Ale as opposed to Pale Ale, which they served at home.
Fascinating stuff. So, how is it going? Like running a brewery? I mean,
It's been interesting. We've had the company open 15, 16 months now. We put our first beer out in August of 2021, and followed it up with 4 more. So where we're at now is I've kind of got the core 4 beer offerings out on the market. And yeah, we're trying to figure out what the next step is. I want to do some seasonal beers. Of course, I do want to get the brewery itself open, so I think I need to turn my focus to that. And yeah, got all kinds of plans. I don't know which one will take first.
well, right on. I'm so glad for you. I mean, it's a labor of love for sure, and certainly a huge market out there.
Well, it's something I wanted to do 27 years ago. When I opened up Grape and Grain Wine and Beer Making Supplies, the goal had been to, open up a homebrew store, open up a second homebrew store, maybe get 2 or 3 more, get a little distribution hub going. And I thought the industry was dynamic enough that certainly was a goal that was in reach. And then from there, start looking at a brewing company.
Right on.
And I had talked to the Liquor Commission way back when in the day, and it was a very disappointing conversation. Like, they literally asked me one question, and after that they just kind of disregarded anything I had to say. And their question was, do you have $1 million? And my answer was, no. And it's like, okay, well, then you're not ready to open a brewing company. And they really made a short conversation out of it.
What a bunch of dinkweeds.
Oh, I know. But where things are at now,
Now you have $1 million?
You don't have, oh, hell no. But you don't need $1 million to open up a brewing company these days. So
no.
The scale I'm looking at doing it on is a lot smaller.
That's fantastic. Good for you, man.
But the thing is that anybody can make a beer and it be crappy. This stuff is good.
Well, of course it's good. This guy knows what
mean,
he's doing.
I mean, there's a lot of beers out there. This is really fucking good.
See, there you go.
And that's not because Scott's my buddy. It's because Scott actually taught me to actually re-enjoy beer.
Okay.
In fact, he gave me my first Guinness. And I remember that we went out. We were at the Fox and the Hound.
Yep.
We ordered 2 Guinness, and I took 1 sip and I gave it to him. I could not handle it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Puts it right
And I
back there.
passed it back to you, and I said, yes, you can.
And now it's my favorite beer.
No, never enjoyed it. I never had acquired a taste
But
for it.
that being said, I've learned to. Scott and I actually drove out to Edmonton in 2005. Him, myself, and a friend of ours named Scott Moran.
Steve
Moran. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, that's
He's been
good
gone-
friend.
he's- No, but he's been gone a long time.
Okay.
He passed away a few
on.
years ago.
But we drove out to Edmonton to take our beer judging test.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
And so we studied all the way there.
Does that studying mean you drank all the way there?
No, we had to go through a bunch of a bunch of technical
Literature.
Yeah, literature. So we were testing each other. I drove while they asked questions, and we all answered. It was a fun trip out.
No, it was a great trip.
But the test was 3 hours long,
Whoa!
and every 15 minutes they brought you a beer to test.
So okay. So by the end of the exam, you didn't give a shit what you wrote.
Pretty much.
Can anybody talk now?
Yep.
There we go.
That was a good trip.
That was a good
and
trip.
we did that. We did
I
that
actually-
in my brand new Chevy Optra.
Oh boy, quit bragging. Quit bragging.
It's gone now.
So with the Christmas season coming, people are bulking up on their kits, and also you own games too.
Yeah, game night games and cool stuff. That's me as well. Yep.
Now, have you seen, like, I'm sure COVID had something to do with the resurgence of games, like things to do in your home. Am I off keel on that, or am I correct?
Well, it never really went away. COVID was a bit of a kick in the pants to a lot of industries, brewing and gaming. How it affected us at game night was we had to kind of shut down the game room where people came in to play games. So no more Magic tournaments, no more Warhammer events,
No. What I'm referring to is like families buying, board games to bring home.
Yeah, there was definitely an interest in, okay, we're stuck at home. What can we do?
Right.
Funny, I always tell people, like, the one thing that just exploded on us. Well, actually, there were two things that just exploded on us when COVID hit. One was puzzles,
Sure.
because people could do puzzles on their own. If you're in isolation, you could make a puzzle, something to keep your mind occupied. And then the other thing was paints and brushes, all the little supplies for painting miniatures and that, which we have a pretty big following at the store. So when you're building your Warhammer army and you've got like hundreds of miniatures to paint, I'm guilty of this too. You buy some miniatures. Oh, I'm going to get to them, and you stick them on the shelf. And then you buy some miniatures and you stick them on the shelf. And, I'm going to get to them. I'm going to get to them. Well, then all of a sudden, here's COVID. Everyone's like, well, what do I do now? Now's a good time to paint, up my Space Marine army. And there we go.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
So what's the trend now?
In gaming?
Yeah, is there a trend in game? I should say, because I'm not a gamer. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I play classic board games. As a matter of fact, I'm getting my grandchildren. They're not watching this, so I won't give it away. I always give toys every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year I'm thinking Mousetrap,
That's a
Light
classic.
Bright, Light Bright. And I have yet to figure out the one for the older one. He's into science and experiments and things like that. But
Get him a chemistry set.
no, I'm not going to do that. God knows. I'll see a big
I
flash.
remember having a chemistry set. That was a lot of fun.
You're never too young to start Dungeons and Dragons.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember you guys had your.
We play every second week.
Yep. When I lived in
Tonight
you
is
guys-
actually supposed to be D&D night. But,
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
well, no, we put a hold on it
Over the
until-
holidays.
Over the holidays, because
Right.
one of our players, his wife had a baby.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, Garth had a little boy.
Okay.
No, yes,
Garth
And it-
Jr.
yeah, knit.
Good friend of his. Doesn't even know
Garth
what the
Jr.
kid
has
is.
a nice ring to it.
It's a boy.
Well, that's wonderful. That's just a beautiful thing. Indeed. So go ahead, fire away.
So what do you have on the go coming up beer wise? I'm interested.
We're working on that right now. I'm
You said
facing
seasonal beers.
facing a couple of issues. I mean, because we're simply a contract brewer, and I'm kind of limited by what the brewing company that makes our beer will let me do. And right now, they're having some space constraints. So one project that I had kind of worked my way up to was to make a gift box of 4 different beers, 2 each in an 8-pack box. And we kind of went down the trail of trying to put a few pieces in place to do that. We were told there wasn't enough room in the warehouse to do that. And because of COVID constraints, we couldn't get into the warehouse to package that. So I'm kind of looking at coming back to that, but I may have to move to a different distributor. So I don't know. Things are being talked about by a couple of different parties, and we'll see where we go. We had another beer that we've got a couple of prototypes now in our back pocket that we're kind of ready to go to market with anytime. but we also got to make sure that we're doing enough volume sales wise with our current beers. And yeah, we need to get a bit more exposure for our current beers before I start dropping a bunch of seasonals. But I have a seasonal beer that I'd like to get out there, and it's what we call what the home brewers call a smash beer. And a smash beer, it's an abbreviation, SMASH. Mark, you know what that stands for?
I can't remember all the words. I can't even remember any of them. It's been a while.
It's a single malt and single hop.
That's right. Single malt, single hop.
Yeah. So whereas if most beers start with a base, 2-row barley, and then you add a few different adjuncts to it, like crystal malt, chocolate malt, roasted barley, black patent malt, Vienna malt, Munich malt, or any one of like,
those are all malts.
80 to 100 different malts. Most beers consist of like 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. A smash beer is only using one malt. And then you use only one hop. So our hops give you the bitterness. They contribute flavor and aroma. Typically, a bittering hop would be one that's very high in alpha with very little flavor profile. And then your finishing hop would be one that has lower alpha acid, so it's got less bittering capacity. It has more flavoring and aroma potentials, and you blend different things together. So in a smash beer, what you're trying to do is get one hop that is something that you can use dual use. It gives you the bitterness and it gives you the flavor and aroma. So all your flavor in that beer comes from one hop and one grain. So it really.
Oh my God!
Any of that?
My brain just exploded.
I miss brewing with Scott. Scott and I brewed a couple of good ones.
See, I used to just go in and go, give me a 6 of Bud.
Okay, that's it. John's off the show. I'm revoking my sponsorship.
I'm leaving. Goodbye. Sorry about that.
You know what? Thing is, though, is with what Scott's taught me about beer and everything else that I've learned and making my own. I can't drink Bud. I can't drink Molson Canadian.
Right.
I don't find them. They all taste the same.
They're not interesting. They're not interesting.
They have no.
There's no craft to them.
There's something to get drunk to if there's nothing else. That's it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's truly an art, and it's truly an art to like wine. My daughter's now becoming a sommelier. Sommelier. And
he's a sommelier.
Yep, she's now learning that, and she manages 2 restaurants, one in the village, one in the South Village, and
good on her.
Yeah. And it's high-end places, but she's now in school there, and it's a lot of work goes into becoming a wine sommelier. I had no idea.
Are you a sommelier, Scott?
No.
You're just a guy who likes to get drunk on wine?
Well, I like to enjoy wine. I enjoy wine as much as I enjoy beer.
Yep, there you go. That's all you got to say, man.
Scott,
do you know what the beer equivalent of a sommelier is called?
No, I do not.
A cicerone.
A cicerone. I did not know that.
Ciccerone. Yeah, cicerone.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's fascinating. I did not know there was one for beer.
No, and that's someone who can recommend beers for a menu and pair them up with food and so on.
Oh yeah, just like a sommelier.
I just call them drunks.
Yeah, no, now stop that. You're cheapening a profession.
No, I mean, have you ever seen me and Scott go out drinking together?
No, I haven't. You never invited me.
There's a reason for that.
Thank you. Smart ass. Guy picking on me.
So before we let you go.
Oh, we're letting him go.
Where can people pick up your beers?
Yes.
Oh, well, if you check out our website, dastardlyvillain.com, there's a list there called Where Can You Buy Our Beer? And you'll see a list of different vendors, hotels, restaurants, bars, and especially liquor marts who have been our biggest supporter. Yeah, we're in quite a few of them. The liquor marts in Manitoba. What's that, John?
I said fantastic. That's amazing.
Fan-frickin-tastic, yeah. If you're looking for a full listing of our beer, the Grant Park Liquor Mart, the St. Vital Liquor Mart, I think the River Osborne Liquor Mart, and there's 2 others. And they have all 5 of our beers, which is nice. You know
what? I don't think people realize, and I'm sure they are watching this and saying, no idea what it takes to make a good beer, yet alone run a business with beer and the hoops you got to go through just to get it on the shelves. It blows my mind.
It's been a complete learning experience. It's like, I've got 27 years of business behind me, but I've only got 15 months of running a brewery behind me, and I'm only just getting my feet wet. You know, selling
Stop spilling
homebrew
your beer.
supplies and selling board games, completely different animal. Running a brewing company, there's so many more government regulations
Sure.
and just things that things that you have to go through, you know, and everybody that runs a brewing company does.
All right. Well, listen, Scott, it's been a pleasure. And I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and everything else. And Happy New
Happy
Year.
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa. Yeah. Festivus. The whole bit. And we'll see you and look forward to a prosperous 2023 and your products all over the place.
And from my family to yours, Scott, all the love.
All
Happy
right.
holidays.
Merry Christmas, you two.
Adios. All right. I'm gonna I have to pee.
He has to pee.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I like
Ooh. I'll talk to Scott for a second. In fact, what I'll do is I'll bring Nancy in.
I'll bring
can talk to Scott too.
I can show you my beer in amazing 3D.
Look at that.
Woo!
Okay. Where'd Nancy go? I know she's there. There she is. Scott, you know Nancy.
Of course I do. So now we have all the listenership on the broadcast all at the same time.
Hey there.
Not really.
Hello.
Ooh, you're choppy. Hey, Nance, why don't you come downstairs? You'll sit between me and John, and we'll interview you live here. You are, but you're very choppy.
It's great. All right, I'm coming down.
Okay. So, yeah, so Nancy will join us down here. Nancy will join us down here.
All right.
But, yeah, Scott, it's been great talking to you today.
Who else have you had on the show?
Your first time on our show?
No, I mean, who else have you had on the show today?
Oh, we had Chris, the UFO guy.
Yeah.
Chris Rutowski. He's got a book in, and
we also had Steve Austin.
Steve Austin,
the $6 Million Man.
Oh, I remember him. I used to watch his show live.
I used to have that same show. If you look, you can look through his eye.
Oh, you can't do it from there.
And
Adventure Team G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip.
Let's see. Can you see
Nice.
through his eye?
Oh, no, cut it out. No, you can't. It looks like a JFK's the back of his head.
Nice.
Thanks. I made Scott laugh. I've never made him laugh before. I never thought he could laugh. He's a serious man.
No, so you were
I'm
our
a
second
serious
guest.
guy.
You are our second guest today. Nancy's going to be our third, and we should be getting Barry and Kimmy Kay coming on in a little bit too.
I gotta work in the morning.
I know, so do I. We've only done this once this year, so stretching it.
So how are we gonna do this?
So Nancy, we're going to put a chair right there for Nancy.
Do we have a chair?
Right there. So we'll say goodbye, Scott.
Okay.
Love you, brother.
We'll say goodbye again.
Adios.
We'll talk to you soon.
I'll keep drinking beer.
Dastardly Villain beer.
Happy holidays, everybody.
You betcha.
Bye, Dastardly Villain brand
Why
beer.
doesn't she sit here and I'll sit there?
Sure. I'll put my head on your knee.
Oh, ow. You sit
There
there, my
you go,
dear.
sit there.
Hi, we're just getting readjusted down here.
All right. See you later, Scott.
Hi, Nance.
Hi.
Happy holidays,
Happy
sweetie.
holidays.
This is Mark's wife, and well, I still am out on that one, but she's a very patient woman.
Good girl.
Yeah, are we going to talk about something?
Yeah,
what do we-
Nancy runs a non-for-profit organization out in Steinbach called Opening Doors to Success. And through COVID and into 2022, you guys did not slow down the gears. You guys helped a lot of people find work during a very difficult time.
Yeah, no, we did. We did actually. The year, our funding year was half the COVID year, and that was actually our busiest year that
Really?
we've had in our last 10 years, like in the 10 years, would have been 8 years prior to that.
Okay, so let's explain exactly what it is you do.
what it is we do at Opening Doors to Success, we help people in our community to find employment, and not just employment, but meaningful employment. So the people that come to us for help finding employment have all kinds of different challenges.
Okay.
Whether it's mental health, just stuck, not sure what they want to do. So yeah, that's what we've been doing now for 10 years, and we're funded yearly, government funding.
So what kind of courses do these people go through? Like what kind of training? When somebody says, okay, I need to find a job, I'm going to go to Opening Doors to Success. What are they learning?
Well, first of all, they're coming to us because they're not sure what they want to
Scooch in,
do,
scooch
what
in, so
they.
we only see half your head.
Oh, there we go.
There we
Okay.
go. Okay, good.
There we go. So yeah, so I mean, they're coming to us because they're stuck, right? They're not sure what they want to find for their next job, what they want to do. So we help them to first of all figure out, what direction they want to head for employment. So that is through helping them to get focused on their skills, their strengths, notice what's holding them back. Why are they stuck? So the course, we offer a 12-week program.
Okay.
So it's more like, don't just take a job because you need a job. Find a job that you're going to be happy at so you stay there.
Yeah. So you really connect with your strengths, your skills, and what you want to be doing.
I know you helped my son, Odin. He got a job at Sobeys. He hasn't started yet because they've been having some kind of issue with their payment system.
Right.
But because of Nancy's help and training and here at the house, that she helped him with his resume, and he went in, and they hardly even talked to him before saying, yeah, you know what, we think you're a good kid. We want you to stay with us.
Good. Well, that's great. Can he bring his guitar?
Oh man.
Can you put that down for 5 minutes to work?
It's you know what? He comes here and he brings the electric guitar upstairs, plops it down between me and the TV, and starts playing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love watching that kid play guitar. You guys saw earlier how good he really is.
Brilliant.
He's so brilliant that Mark doesn't play very often anymore.
I don't blame him.
Well, I've been
He
playing.
surpassed the old man.
I've been playing guitar since before Odin's age. I mean, some 40 years.
Not like this kid.
But not like that kid. I'm basically strum.
You're a campfire guitar.
Chord, strum, chord.
Oh, you don't give enough
But
enough credit.
But this kid, he's just playing along, and it's just absolutely freaking amazing. And now he goes to school, and he has this. They had this assembly where they were playing just for the kids.
Yeah, I know.
And
I saw the video.
there was a video, and some kid yells out, "We love you, Odin!" And Odin's give him the
but
Gene Simmons tongue.
That's right. We're getting away from Nancy here.
And so no, but it's
That's
all
okay. I started
you know
talking
what?
about skills and strengths, and
The
here
thing
we go.
is Nancy.
But yeah, exactly.
Nancy's a big part of building his confidence.
That's right.
Right? Playing guitar did a great amount for him, but nobody's done more for his confidence as Nancy has.
That's right.
And she treated him a lot like a client of ODS.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we did. Let's build a resume, and the first thing he says, well, I've never worked before. Well, let's look at all the things you do. And we went right away to what he did in band, how it showed his leadership skills, how it showed especially his leadership skills. So we looked at what he does do and what he enjoys doing, and we pulled up skills from there. So
literally anybody can get a resume, even if you haven't had a job. You can come up with something.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to laugh. Scott's still in the green room. He's doing some weird stuff.
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Oh,
He's
hello.
playing the green screen.
How many
you
friggin'
can put
peers
a
has he had?
virtual background in here.
Yeah. It's just that I can see you doing this weird stuff down there while we're talking.
Yeah, my
can't help
hands kind of disappear. I guess it's that way. Oh,
Look at that. So do you just make beer, or are you in the acid business?
my hands can touch everything but themselves.
Okay, I think he's
Yeah.
far gone.
He's too far gone.
We'll send help.
He's funny. Scott is so hilarious.
Oh my goodness gracious. So, what age group do you deal with? Like,
Oh, anywhere from like 16 to we've had people in their 70s looking for work.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
And
but
that's
the thing
that's
I
going to
wanna-
be a real challenge, though.
well,
People in their 70s.
Ageism is huge.
but right now too, we're working with a lot of people from the Ukraine. A lot of them have
Yes.
come to Steinbach, so they're coming to see us for help. And it's really interesting because one of my staff was sharing a story. A gentleman, his level of English is next to nothing. So she's kind of panicking, like, how am I going to help him find a job? How am I going to help him with a resume? It was incredible. She used an app for translating, and they put together an amazing resume.
Wow.
So,
See, look at that.
yeah. So, it just goes to show, communication can happen. It really can when the passion's there.
You know
right?
what? The funny thing is that you bring up Ukrainians. Is that recently I've been to the Holiday Inn Airport West a number of times.
Yes.
A couple of because of our wedding, we stayed there, and so I had to deal with the front desk a number of times. And I just DJ'd a Christmas party there. Canada, where you see what people are really like. And this is what I mean. Back home, they're being bombed into hell by the Russians.
Right.
Here, there's a Russian woman and a Ukrainian woman working side by side, laughing, giggling, shoving each other, having a great old time. It's wonderful to see.
It is.
And it's true. I mean, you go back to where part of my family's from. My mother's from Israel. And you go back there and everybody's, suspicious of anybody who's not them. Arabs and Israelis are fighting. Arabs and Arabs are fighting. You come back here, we all get along. We're all just people.
But that's just it. That's what Canada's about, right?
Yeah.
I even like this guy.
Don't judge.
And he's American.
Yeah, I am. Hi.
Yeah, so
I've been here 33 years, though.
I know. So you're pretty much Canadian.
Yeah, I've been here longer than I was down there. Yeah.
Do you miss down there?
No, especially the way the states are now. Are you kidding me? No, I went down there and it was just like appalling. Yeah,
Yeah.
The healthcare system and dealing with my dad was just appalling.
That's horrible.
Yeah, yep, exactly. But we're here now.
What's next for ODS going into 2023, do you think?
Well, I mean, we're starting to get a lot busier now. It was a little bit slow there post-COVID, but we just keep seeing more and more people coming to see us and, finding jobs in the community. And
how
that's
can they
just what
find
we
you if
do.
they're looking for some help?
They can contact us at Opening Doors to Success. We also do make exceptions. We even work with some people in the city if they have a way of getting to Steinbach, because we have had clients from Winnipeg as well get out to Steinbach. So just give us a call.
Yes.
At 204-346-9840 and talk to April. She's our program coordinator.
Okay.
What's that number again?
204-346-9840 and ask for April.
April.
You betcha. An amazing gal. She loves what she does. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying, but
She's looking for
7
a
years
man.
ago, she was one of our clients.
Really?
Yeah. So she is now my manager. And
see what can happen. Look at that.
She's incredible.
All right.
So, yeah. And we'll see what we can do for you.
That's what you gotta point at him and say,
You.
see what you can do for you. Ask not.
Oh, there.
3D. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, I can't believe you got up that
LCTV,
fast.
right?
Yeah. Dr. Tongue. Yep, exactly. All right. Well, that's fantastic. Anything else we can talk about?
With Nancy? No, not really. I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, fine. We're done.
They're fine.
we were talking earlier about how you've been a great resource and support for me losing weight. And I thank you for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
married this woman and she said yes.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Yep.
We are actually going to Calgary on the 24th on Christmas Eve. We're flying
Well,
out.
no, your plane better not hit Santa.
Well, we're actually going by Santa.
No.
Yeah, Santa's coming here, picking us up, flying us out to Calgary.
Wow.
I'm going with Santa. What are you talking about?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I showed Nancy a picture of me as Santa. I did Santa one year,
Mhm.
and I was telling her what the kids actually thought of me being Santa.
Oh,
One child said,
Where's
Santa's
this going?
Santa, why is Santa brown?
Okay.
The other child said, Santa's not that fat.
Wow. That's harsh.
Right? I mean, I want to cry.
Oh, stop now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so funny. I want to cry. I'm trying to bring the picture up. Give me a second. Let me bring the picture up. If I can figure out how to do this.
let's just chat quietly amongst ourselves, shall we?
well, you got to think about where that's coming from, though. If the kid said Santa's not that fat, maybe his dad was dressed as Santa and his dad was anorexic, right? I mean, you got to look at where it's coming.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe Dad was just skeletal.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? So
You pulled off a pretty good Santa last night.
I always do a good Santa.
I mean, you even had the girth going.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
what are you doing?
What are you
What
doing?
is-
I'm trying to bring up. I've got to use this to bring up the picture.
Well, there goes half our viewers,
Uh,
which now there's 3.
Look at that cool keyboard. Yep. I
Yeah, that's
see it.
awesome.
It
That's
really
awesome
is.
TV.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Nance and I are amazed at you. Look at the time.
Why did I know this was coming?
Oh, I know. You know, right? You sit down, you never know
Well,
what.
why don't we watch John singing some more while we're waiting?
No. Let's not.
that
do that
was quite funny.
That was funny. Actually.
That was actually very funny.
Yep, exactly. With Tab singing backup, that was amazing. My God, would you hurry up?
I'm
I'm getting
looking.
bored. I can't imagine what our viewers are doing.
Oh, they're entertaining.
No one gives a shit now.
They've already imagined in their head. What it
Yeah,
looks like.
exactly.
Like we all have seen you with a Santa suit on.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen me with a Santa suit.
Well,
on.
yeah, in their heads they have.
You guys are all mean. What's that? Chris, don't talk. It's echoing. All right. I guess it was picking you up there too.
Uh-huh.
I thought yeah.
Well, look at the time, kids.
Barry's supposed to be on here any moment, but they left their mums late.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Well,
But they should be home any moment. Did I have anything else I wanted to share with you guys?
I don't know.
I'm
The
just
last
looking-
thing you just did went well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, it's still
Yeah, we're trying to train the dog and the cat to get along.
How's
So-
that going?
Well, you're seeing it right here.
That's looking good.
Actually, they have some good moments.
Yeah, there are times when she'll actually let
Yeah.
the dog lick her.
And
Yeah.
then whack her.
No,
And
she
then-
just sits there and lets Shammy groom her. And it's actually quite funny.
That's cute.
Oh, have you gone out to see Christmas lights yet?
Me?
No, the green screen.
No, I haven't gotten out to see Christmas lights yet.
I tried to load the other video I took of this one home, but it was too large.
Oh, that was.
But it's
Where's it located?
it's in what's that area called? Where
Is it Linda?
Candy Cane Lane is. It's in over by the Walmart off McGilvery and all that.
Yes.
Lindenwood.
Lindenwood, yes.
This here is just a very short sample of what's there, but oh my god, they pixel mapped thousands of Christmas lights and run them through DMXing and all that
In
stuff.
easy terms, you get there to see the lights, and you put it on a certain radio station, and then you can actually
It's in
enjoy the
sync.
whole experience.
Watch this.
It's in their sink. That's amazing.
And if you got in on the other video, you can actually see the little faces, the lights up. Their mouths are moving to the song.
Yeah.
That's
and the
incredible.
snowman,
It's
it was
amazing what they can do these
But
days.
this home is absolutely stunning.
Well,
The amount of lights on it are incredible.
I know my son and his wife take the kids out to look
Gotta
at Christmas
go.
lights, and they
Gotta
did the Assiniboine Down one. And,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
lovely stuff. Yeah, a lot of you know what doesn't cost you anything, folks. If you just want to pack the kids up in your car and go driving
I
around,
meant to go there and
you know, get some
this
hot
year.
chocolate in a thermos.
And it's just so neat to see the communities get together, like the houses, in a small community get together.
Did you see that
and
skating
it's
rink that
amazing.
those families did?
I saw that.
Yeah,
in their front yard. the
Yeah,
skating
a
rink.
group of houses
Yeah.
on a block all made their front yard one
Actually,
long skating rink.
A friend of mine sent me the clip and said, "This is totally something Mark would want to do."
Oh yeah, yeah. He floods the bathroom quite a bit.
I have not been on skates for a long time. The last time I was on skates was when I first started to go for the music, and I had an event where that was actually on at a skating rink.
Right.
So I had my lasers there and all that, and I was using a fog machine to just flood the rink with fog, and it looked really cool. But I figured, I'd go out there and skate to the music as well. I guess over being overweight for so long, my feet have been squashed.
Yes.
I put my skates on. I was on them for 3 minutes, and I was in so much pain. I was in tears. I took them off. I was never able to put skates on again.
But did the Dorothy Hamill outfit fit?
Yes,
Good.
The tutu was great.
That's awesome.
And and it didn't hurt my wazoo. Hang on, LMAO. Most of us are either vibing or not paying attention. This is entertaining though. I'm enjoying all the technical issues and laughing.
Well, I suggest you see a therapist.
Hang on, there we go. There's that one. There's that one. Oh, there's more.
What?
Some Facebook user saying hi.
Doesn't want to admit he's
Oh,
watching.
I know,
or
right,
She's
right.
watching. I'm just
Oh, it's Barry and Kim
Oh,
and Erin.
okay.
She used to be called by Arab, but now it's Erin. But they're on their way home so that they can jump in.
All right, what are we talking here?
Hey, how long do you figure you're gonna be? Because they're watching while they're driving.
I know, and that's
Kim's
not
got the,
safe.
no, Kim's got it's on her phone.
Okay, Kim.
Kim's doing it smart. How long until you're gonna be home and jumping online?
If it's like
with us?
20 minutes, I'm out.
We're waiting.
Waiting.
What is the number?
Do 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 do. Do, do. You know,
What?
you can actually 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
That's it. But you can, if you want, press the link from your phone and join us via your phone. I did that on the motorcycle one day. Remember that?
Yeah, that's
I
not
was-
safe
I was-
either.
No, I had it down and I was just driving the motorcycle while it was on my face or on my helmet, and he's home on the computer, and I had to actually came in holding the little camera, and it looked really weird, surreal.
It was really weird and surreal, kind of like right now.
Johnny, the red-nosed Santa.
That's right.
How many reindeer were there?
Well, 8. And Rudolph came later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about the 10th reindeer?
Olive?
Olive, the other reindeer.
That's right. Yeah, I know. I'm leaving.
It's 7 minutes now.
Oh, good. Great.
Oh, is that okay? This is for Kim. I'll send it to Kim. I'm going to send the link to Kim.
What? All right, I'm really getting like,
Hang on.
no, I'm fine. Forward. I'm gonna go play with your toys.
Here's
That's Nancy's job.
Out.
Here's
Yeah, I know. We've already had this discussion.
I gave that to him for Christmas.
I know. Now you've only got 2.
I still got him.
Oh, you still have the really big one. Yeah, okay. Well, he might not join us.
So yeah, it's that one there is I don't have to have Vader envy anymore because I've got the bigger one. Right?
Sure. Why not?
Whoops.
Oh, does that talk?
Oh, you might not have it now, Sean.
Well, no.
No, that was her. She's a
That was
ventriloquist.
me.
Pass me the other one. Pass me the other one.
I'm not
please.
gonna get the good one now, you schmuck.
Oh, this is so cool.
Well, this one does too. It just needs batteries.
How about the one? The one upstairs.
We're trying to do a show.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan.
I've been waiting for the show to get
The
interesting.
Force is with you, young
I
Skywalker.
just turned onto the street.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
He's really.
You have learned much.
Oh, bring me those guys too. Huh? Bring me those guys too, please. That one and the other one. So I've got that one. Yeah.
Yes.
You
I
ever
got
thought of
Darth Vader.
dusting anything?
I got Darth Vader.
No kidding, eh?
You gotta polish your helmet.
I don't do anything down here.
I don't blame you.
Darth Vader. Oh, there's that one there too, honey.
What?
Do you think I've got a problem?
Jeez.
No, that's Luke Skywalker. That's Darth Vader.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which one do you want?
That one right there.
This one.
Yeah. That one's John's now.
I'm stealing your shirt.
Oh my lord.
And I've got this one. Ow. I didn't know he did that. I gave you the good one.
All yours is you just need batteries.
I'll just take the batteries out of yours.
All right, fine. There we go.
There we go.
So we got 8 minutes.
No, they're just pulling into the driveway.
Right on, because the show wraps up at 10, boys and girls.
Facebook, we are because we're waiting for Barry and Kim. Oh yes.
Why? Why do you encourage him? Why? Why do you encourage this guy? Well, now what is that supposed to be?
That's a Darth Vader flashlight.
That's really an effective flashlight. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
There's a saber running right through me.
All right, can we?
Oh, very.
Oh, for crying out
So,
loud!
If you could
The
have
first
anything
time
for
been over the
Christmas
house.
you wanted-
What?
If you could have anything you wanted for Christmas, what would it be?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
good health.
Oh, so good. He's going back on the tree.
Yeah, but if you turn him around,
I know, right?
they say once you. Never mind.
I know. I had that bobblehead one taped to my dash, and it was facing me, right? And so I came out of a store, and somebody asked me why I had a black penis on my dashboard. I said, "That's Darth Vader."
You know, nothing
And-
says Christmas special like mentioning black penis.
Well, I just thought it was funny, and it was this one.
I know. Okay, I wish my face wasn't in here.
So they, said, they asked me why that, and I was like, "What?" I mean, he's a real dick.
I've been in
anyway,
this
but-
business 30
No,
years,
so
and I'm in your basement doing this.
I know, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is the highlight of your career.
Oh, it is.
So again, back to the question: you can have one thing for Christmas. What would it be?
I said good health.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but I meant other than that.
Like material,
Mhm.
a material object.
Are you up for a big black furry visitor?
Sure.
We're back to that, are we? Like if there was no limit,
Yeah.
I would like a blue Jeep Wrangler. Hey, hello, Shammy. This is Shammy the dog.
Now, when we got Shammy, I was still living with John,
Hello,
and she
hello,
was so tiny.
hello. Oh, I know. You're so excited to be on the
Come here,
podcast.
Shammy. Come here.
Hello, sweetheart.
Yes.
You're so excited. Oh, I know. Oh,
So let's
you-
interview Shammy. Shammy, what do you want for Christmas?
my beard.
John's
evidently.
beard.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Question was, are you at Harvest still, John?
Yes, I am. I'm at Harvest. I'm there Monday through Friday, volunteer services. I make sure, along with my team, that all the volunteers are where they, want to be working, helping out packing hampers and sorting the food and all that stuff. Great.
I thought you had another job there too.
I did, but I went back to my old job.
Oh, how come?
There was too much administration work, and I'm not an administration guy. And I found out there was way too much sitting. It's a great position, don't get me wrong, but it's not for me. I need to be with the people.
You happier?
Oh yeah. And as a whole, Harvest works as a team. All the departments are great. I just didn't think it was a great fit for me to be there.
Which is kind of strange because you're kind of like the master of functions and.
Yes, I know, but it turned out that that's not what it was.
Oh.
No, I was at a computer for 8 hours a day.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was punching
You
in
can,
numbers
you
of
can
the
only watch so much interracial porn. Right?
That's right. That's right. No, it just wasn't a good position for me. I still do the events.
Shammy,
It's okay. I
down.
still do the events. That's no problem at all. But I really enjoy working with the volunteers, being one-on-one with the donors. And my personality that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't you think so too? Yeah, I know.
Just waiting for Barry's picture to come into play.
I'm sure he will. Yes, I'm sure he will. What do you think, Shammy? Shall we wait? All right, good boy.
No, he's here. It's just that the picture is kind of wonky.
All right, okay. Oh, go outside.
Oh,
right upstairs like a bullet.
yeah, I wish I could. He's trying to get the picture going.
Thank you.
There's
I
the
can
audio.
hear you there, Barry.
Oh, hey, how's it going, guys? My camera isn't working for some reason.
Did you pay your bill?
Yeah. I like the Darth Vaders.
Yeah, they're cool, eh?
Yeah, the parade of Vaders.
I've got one. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you got a lot of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 12 Vaders, I think.
It's his destiny.
Oh my God, Luke, use the Force. I'm gonna try and maybe I have to plug my laptop in or something. What do you
I know
think?
mine has a button on it to turn on and off the camera.
Oh, for mine or just for yours?
On mine.
Remember Spaceballs? He said, Luke, I'm your second cousin of your father's side.
Yeah.
Twice removed.
What's that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Is that Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
Yes. I've always said that you kind of remind me of Rick Moranis.
We're going into hyperspace. When they went into hyperspace, I suggest you put a seatbelt on, sir. I don't need a seatbelt.
Ludicrous speed.
Yeah. And he wouldn't put the seatbelt on. His head goes right in the console.
Stop this thing! That is one of the best spoofs ever.
Love it.
Okay.
Yoda.
That's really weird.
Yogurt. How do you make your money? Merchandising.
Yes. Spaceballs the movie.
Spaceballs the toilet paper.
We're watching now.
Oh
Now?
yeah. No.
When is this? Now.
Yeah, but
when was then? Then.
Yeah, they
just passed.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go off and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're having technical difficulties.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Apparently, some people are enjoying them.
Well, good. Thank you. Because we have enough of them. You're looking at 2 of them. You know. So, have you done your holiday shopping? Christmas shopping?
Yes and no.
I still have a few things to pick up.
I gave Odin his Christmas present early because we weren't going to be here.
Right.
I got him something that he needed.
Soap?
No, hairdryer.
Oh, no kidding. His
And
hair's down to here.
His literally burnt out. He burned his out.
Wow.
Oh, here it is. I'm enjoying all the technical issues and laughing. I don't know if he's enjoying our laughing or if he's laughing at us.
Oh yeah, laughing at us is good. We'll take any laughter. I still have to do one more stop, and it's my favorite stop. Toys R Us.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what? I was really disappointed with the lack of Star Wars stuff at Toys R Us.
Well, Toys R Us, and they have no DC stuff.
No DC. Hardly any good Marvel.
No, but for grandchildren, they get the stuff they like. They get the stuff I'm looking for. So,
but I mean, for me,
no. Then we go to the collector stores.
Yeah, but you pay more at the collector store.
Oh, of course you do.
But except unless you're getting an R2D2 that talks and
so many good collector stores. There's Captain Collectibles on Henderson.
Yes.
Formerly Popeye Collectibles.
He gave us an amazing package. To give
yes, he did. Kirk. Go see Captain Kirk.
For the Cure.
Yep, and
Did
also
you want a Coke Zero, John?
No, I'm fine, thanks. You also got Galaxy down the road for collectibles. You've got so many. You got, of course, Cobra, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yep. He's got a big event coming up.
Yeah, he does.
Yep, another con coming up. Comic-Con.
Yeah, C4 at
Kubota?
the Kubota Center.
Kubota Center, yes.
And here we go. There's
whoa, look at that.
Hello.
It's a Christmas miracle.
No, it's a Hanukkah. Where is
Oh, that's right. Hanukkah miracle.
Do you let him bite your dreidel?
What's that?
Do you get to spin her dreidel?
Kim's dreidel?
No, the neighbors.
Look at the
I
shirt.
won't dreidel, thank you.
Look at her shirt.
I'll spin Kim's dreidel if you.
Oh, for crying out loud! Why? Why?
We're
Listen.
DJs. This is what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the show. This is Barry and Kimmy K, and they run Cherry Tree Productions.
Yes.
I know. I went way back when I first started Go for the Music. I looked at them as competition, but now we're not. We're more partners in the industry. I look at it. Our two companies work very well together when we do.
Yes, and it's so glad to see all of it coming back, guys. Right?
You know what? It is coming back. It's still people still are waffling a little bit, but
Sure. Oh yeah.
we've had a couple of holiday parties this past couple of weeks, this last couple months, I guess. And but yeah, it is really nice to be out and see people coming together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not up to what it was by any means, but it is getting there. And I think half I wouldn't say the problem, but half the situation, in my view, anyways, is that yes, the restrictions are all lifted, but people are still trepidatious about going out in crowds.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, great case in point. I mean, we had an event we were both working on coming up in January. It was a holiday party.
Yeah, you and I.
And the client decided to. I mean, there were a few reasons, but people are still a little cautious, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So it's good that it's going in the right direction. That's all we can be thankful for, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you so much for holding the show for us to come on. What did we miss?
Oh!
Okay, hang on.
Can you start from the beginning?
No. I'm old. I'm tired.
Show me. You missed my favorite pet video of the year.
And Steve Austin, the $6 million man, one of my favorite Christmas skits of my childhood.
Nice.
Yeah, you can even look through his eye, and he's got all the bionics still. This is a real hot piece. Still got his runners.
Skin you can roll up, right? You can roll
up,
and
it's here. The skin's a little brittle. Well,
you don't have to roll it up, but
yeah. I mean, who doesn't have to roll back their brittle skin now? And he's doing well. And I also brought. Oh, I know you're gonna love this. When G.I. Joe stopped being a military doll, they made the G.I. Joe Adventure Team Kung Fu Grip guys.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah, look at that Kung Fu Grip. Barbie really loved the Kung Fu Grip. That's just another thing Ken couldn't do.
He spun her dreidel.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I showed my favorite.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you got another one?
I just have a question. What was one of your memorable holiday gifts as kids?
Do you want to go first?
I'm trying to think. Barbie.
Barbie, of course.
The Barbie Dream Bus. You arrived if you got Barbie's Dream Bus.
Wow, nice stuff.
I always want to see Barbie with a Kung Fu Grip.
One of my favorite childhood gifts that I remember getting was I think I'm saying it right. It was an 80s toy. It was called a big wheel, I think.
Yep.
Remember?
Yeah.
And it had the ginormous front wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the two little, and you had to pedal it, and there was a brake that when you pulled it, you could get it.
No, that started in 1973.
Well, then I
no, it did. It did. I'm a toy collector from that era. And the big wheel was huge. And you could adjust this. There were 3 holes that you could adjust the seat.
Yeah.
And do you know now they make adult versions and they actually have a big wheel tournament race
That would be cool.
every year in Los Angeles. And it's grown men or women on these big wheels.
Yeah.
Pedaling the whole bit. And they have the helmets, the whole bit. And it's absolutely hilarious to watch. I suggest you Google big wheel race. I think you'll enjoy it.
Do they have multi-gears or are they just the same as
No, same as the kids one. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So here's something really interesting. So as part of owning an entertainment production company and always being innovative, so probably about 15 years ago, I'd say, I woke up one day and I got my hands on 3 tricycles. So kind of like the big wheel. They were tricycles. And what we did was we took the back wheels off and we put casters on the back end. And as you pedaled, there was no way you can control it because it kept spinning around. And eventually, you remember a nightclub called Silverados.
Yes.
So eventually, we were doing game nights there. And we had 3 contestants come up. They had to do a shot. And then they had to drive a course. And it was absolutely the most hysterical thing how we kind of took that big wheel concept and was able to have a little bit of fun with it.
Absolutely impossible to steer.
Funny thing he says that is because if you go during the summer to the Downs,
Yep.
they've got a car there where the back wheels are casters, and you've got to learn to control the car.
Interesting.
It's really neat.
Is it front wheel drive or rear
Yeah,
wheel?
no, it's front wheel drive. The front wheel drive, rear wheel casters. That would be dangerous.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Kim's taking off for now.
I gotta go.
Kim.
Bye, Kim. It was nice seeing
Love
you.
girl.
Bye.
All right. Are you guys okay with me just hanging out for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, talk to me. What's up?
no,
Ask me some questions.
You're asking what we missed. So,
no.
favorite pet video.
My
Check this
favorite
out.
pet video.
So check this out.
你干嘛？不给你吃啊？好，你不能吃啊。不，干嘛？不要吐啊！等等，哎呀妈！别吐啊！再吐一个。这个再吐一个来！哎呀妈！犯人！
I found that on TikTok.
A llama. Just don't buy a llama.
Now, what was he saying to the llama?
I don't know. It was in another language, but it was like, "Don't spit at me" or something, I guess, because
my
llamas
God,
spit.
that's fun.
I had a little llama when I was a kid about this big. It was a Dalai Lama.
I met the Dalai.
Hi. That's why I'm Mendoza's top 3 comedian. I'm kidding. I don't know.
And
You're
then I'm only going to
Mendoza's
play a
top
part of this, but I'm not going to play
No,
the
come
full one.
on.
This year, you will not believe your ears. Jon Ljunberg on tour, singing some of your favorite songs. Listen to what he's bringing you now.
Know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
So I played that for him. I've got like 4 of them in there.
Yeah.
And I played that for him.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. You look really, really young in those videos too. Was that like the start of your career?
No, yeah. Why? Why, Barry? Why? No, it wasn't.
I love you,
Oh
John.
my goodness.
You're so
I'm
funny.
just growing the white beard for the holidays. I'll take it off. I'll look 2.5 years younger.
You had that beard 3 months ago.
I know, because I have to grow it to the Santa length. It just doesn't grow like a chia pet.
I see.
Now, can you grow a good beard? Have you ever had one?
I wouldn't say I could grow a good beard, but if I leave it for
A year or 2.
about a week, there's
Yeah.
some stubble.
Really?
Yeah.
This was 3 hours of growth.
Yeah, he's the hairiest man I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'll
I can only see his beard, and when he doesn't shave his head. But
Yeah, you gave up shaving your head, thank God.
Well, Nancy doesn't like it when I shave.
No, I don't either.
I scared the shit out of her one day.
I don't blame you.
She came in and I took my hat off and I was completely bald because I shaved my face and everything. She goes, "Why'd you do that?" I said, "I do this when I'm pissed off about something."
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not a good look. I'm a believer, Barry, that if you
Now-
have a full head of hair,
Shammy.
you don't shave your head.
yeah,
Come on, there are guys out there struggling to get hair.
I-
Don't shave your head.
No,
I agree.
but I'm thinning.
No, you've still got
I-
a good. You still got
I'm
a good
thinning.
chunk.
Look here, look here. Shammy, stop it.
Thank you. Thank
Go.
you, John, for you.
The dog's playing with my arm.
If you look here, I'm thinning out at the top, so I'm combing over backwards.
You don't have to do that yet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, what are your wishes and plans for the new year, my friend?
Well, my wishes and plans are to spend time with family, which
Of
we do
course.
a lot of, and friends, and just enjoy life and ensure that everyone is healthy
That was
and
my thing. Health,
health.
all the way.
Yeah.
Because I've had health challenges in the past few years, as you guys well know, and I just want 1 year without a hospital visit. That would be lovely, and I wish that for everybody.
That is a really great wish, and I hope that it comes true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Me too. You deserve it.
Thanks. But once I'm in there, I'm fine because they bring my lunches.
Yeah,
and
then they
stuff.
bring your lunch. That's
Yeah.
that's the best part about being in
No,
hospital.
no. The best part's the sponge bath.
So, are you going to get yourself a bike so we can go riding this summer?
I'll tell you what, man. I had a bad experience on a motorcycle way back in the early 80s, and I will never get on one again. I don't trust myself on them.
Okay,
I've lost all my confidence.
fair enough.
Yep, got into an accident. It wasn't very pretty, and I'm just kind of shy, gun shy.
And now Barry and I are going riding now.
If you get a sidecar, I'll go with you.
That would be even scarier.
I'll dress up like Robin too, with a little
So-
sidecar.
You'd have to wear a cape.
That's well, that's what I mean. I'll get the full Robin suit.
You know, I
saw
really
this
want to
video.
try and ride a motorcycle with a cape on.
I saw this
A
video.
small chicken.
And nobody's listening to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry.
Do.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. I saw for the first time this incredible band called Snake Oil. So,
Yes.
Are they awesome?
Okay, so last night I had the pleasure of being the video director for the Jingle Mingle 2022. It was at the RBC Convention Center, put
Right.
on by the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs. And they do it every year. They didn't do it last year because of, well, you know, but they came back, and what a great show. Of course, Errol Ranville and Seaweed. Errol, he's
Fantastic guy.
one of my all-time faves. And you know, it's really funny. I popped on stage to see him when they came in for the rehearsal. He took one look at me and he grabbed me and hugged me, and you know, it was just really nice because I haven't seen him in a couple of years. But it's nice that they were out there doing that. There were some great acts and great bands, but then Snake Oil came on.
Wild.
And I really didn't know what to expect. Their manager came up to me and said, we have some videos that are going to play on there were 3 screens, 2 on either flanking the stage and one ginormous one over the stage. And so they're going to have this video in sync while they were performing on stage. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, great, whatever. And they get introduced, and Kiss, I Want to Rock and Roll All Night starts playing, and the graphics from the actual music video and everything start playing, and I'm going, what the heck? And then the lead singer, comes out, and he's dressed like Peter Crisp, right? Yeah.
Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley, thank you. Paul Stanley. They were amazing. And while he was center stage singing, the video of Kiss was on the big screen behind them. The lips were completely in sync because the videos and everything were in sync. And it was amazing. So Kiss did 2 songs. Then they had Heart come out. And they had, it was Christy St. Germain, I believe, that was coming out. She sang Barracuda. They had Joan Jett, Def Leppard, Ozzy Osbourne. He actually
it's amazing tribute show.
bit the head off of a bat, and there was blood spewing all over the place. It was awesome. And they ended the set with an encore. My favorite song. Well, there was 2 favorite songs, but they ended with an encore. They played Autograph, Turn Up the Radio. What an amazing way to end it. But one of their other singers came out and they did a tribute to Lita Ford. And I have to tell you, my all-time favorite Lita Ford song, rock song, was Kiss Me Deadly. And I first heard that song at a club called Fridays nightclub.
Remember it.
Kona Inn. And Generator was performing there when I was first getting into clubs and stuff. And Jennifer, who's a really good friend of mine, actually got up and sang "Kiss Me Deadly," and it was just like, whoa! It was
Took you right back.
So,
Took you right back.
You had a good time last night. Awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. AudioWorks did the production, and as always, like top notch. Everything was great, and the entire team, they were spectacular to work with.
Yeah, they're a great bunch of guys to work with.
Well, listen, this old boy's got to go get in my robe and have my hot milk. But
you're not doing that here, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to sleep right between you and Nancy.
My contract you guys sent me said 2 hours minimum.
Yeah, you can talk for 2 hours. We're just not going to be here.
This on.
But we talked earlier about how the business is coming back of entertainment. How can people find you at Cherry Tree Productions and the great work you do, from everything from weddings to bar mitzvahs, you name it, and you go above and beyond. Like you make an event look like it just came out of Hollywood.
Well, the website's goforthemusic.ca.
Well, thank you. What cherrytreeproductions.com. That's
you too. We all know you.
I'm kidding.
That's the main site. And then you can also check out our wedding site, which is barryk.ca, barryky.ca. And if you want to check out our radio show, which we do every Saturday nights, we'll be back in the new year. We're on a break right now for holidays. So you can join us on Saturdays at 8 o'clock at live.barryk.ca. So just a live dot in front of the barryk.ca that you have out there right now. And I was going to say something else. What were we? Mark and I were talking about a project we were working on, but
possibly doing a podcast similar to this.
Yeah.
But for the wedding industry.
Yeah. Oh, the Wonderful Wedding Show is coming back February 26th and 27th, I believe.
Oh, at the RBC Convention Center.
In the kitchen. And RBC Convention Center. And they invited me back to MC the show. This will be my 26th year. 26th year hosting.
And half the marriages, it did not last that long, but that's good.
Well, that's it. Oh, I was going to say, I really appreciate the kind things you just said about me just prior to that.
My pleasure.
I ask you, have you been to an event recently that we've been a part of? And is there anything that kind of stands out that you saw that you could share with us?
Oh, you put me on the spot, man.
Really?
Mark's wedding.
Really?
I'm thinking it was a wedding. It involved. Oh, your wedding. That's right. Mark's wedding. Of course. You guys did a great job.
Yes, I asked Barry to.
Yeah, Barry did. Yeah, I remember that. Yes, that was a lot of fun. And it was, you did a great job. And boy, oh boy. And he's still married. I lost the pool on that one.
No, I couldn't have asked. Honestly, I mean, being a professional in the industry myself, I could not have asked for anybody to MC it better than Barry and Kim did.
Fantastic.
Is that your testimonial?
Yes. Would you write that down so you can put it in this portfolio?
I'm deleting this after I'm done.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, absolutely. No, I'm actually still, Nancy and I are going to sit down, so write our Google review. But no, thing is that I know a lot of DJs, and this is not a slight on them. And I'm friends with many of them because I don't hold that some of the DJs, I can't be friends with other DJs kind of thing because they're my competition. Well, you know what? Friendly competition is good for every industry. Barry and I have become very good friends. I'm friends with a number of other disc jockeys. We all get along. But I could not have asked for anybody better than Barry.
There you go.
We're not DJs, we're entertainers.
I really, really appreciate that. And it does mean a lot. It's a lot of fun. I love it when, you and Nancy are a great example because you both were there and you both experienced it. Mark, probably a little more than you, John. But, what's great is when couples, we're talking weddings, when couples, give their expectations and their vision, and we kind of work together to bring it all together, and it's a real pleasure. Kim and I had a great time. So
yeah,
yep, there we go.
Well, we love you for all the work you did.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. Well, listen, happy holidays to you and your
Yes,
family.
Merry Christmas, Happy
All the
Hanukkah,
health.
Happy holidays, Happy Festivus.
That's right. Happy
Happy
Arbor
Kwanzaa,
Day.
Christmas,
Happy
Hanukkah.
Flag Day. Happy Louis Riel Day.
And thanks for
4th of
extending.
July.
Thanks for
Canada
extending the
Day.
show. We were at my mother's for Hanukkah dinner tonight, and my sister was there, and
Wait.
my
You're
nephew. And
Jewish?
what's up? We had a great time. So I really appreciate you guys holding the show, extending the show for us to get in here.
Well, love you, Barry. I love Kimmy too.
Can we come back on in next week or something? Are you
Well,
guys?
we're
We're
not doing one next week.
But
Okay.
the next time we do have one, you'll be our first guest on.
All right.
We'll be back, my friend, and you will see us. And like I said, all the best to you, and we'll see you later, pal.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
Appreciate you including us.
Anytime, Barry.
Talk soon, buddy.
Okay. Bye.
All right, your dog's chewing my ankle.
I see that.
All right, I
What,
said,
what did you put, like bacon down there?
yeah, I put bacon on my fucking ankle. Anyways,
Hey, you swore. Yes, gotcha.
oh, you got me once. Well, listen.
All right. So with that, we're gonna say good night while the dog. Shammy, go out. Go. Thank you. Out. Go upstairs. No, she sits there now nicely.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
know what? What fun.
Yes, it was fun tonight.
All right. Well, listen.
We're gonna do this again.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Merry
Holidays, Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, and you too, buddy.
To
All the
you
best.
and yours.
And to your dad.
Thank you very much.
Hope
And
you-
I hope a good health for everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
Love to everybody.
Don't worry about it. You'll see us real soon.
Oh.
What?
The credits.
Oh, we have credits.
We always have credits.
Oh, this is like a real show.
I edit them every time. I had to find an old one,
Yeah.
chop it up, and redo it.
Wow, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good.
I'm so excited. That was neat.
You still here?
Yeah, I thought we were
Well, I've got to
done.
drive you. That's right.
Yeah, never mind. But listen, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for letting me in your house without a pat down. And we'll be back soon. Don't worry about it. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.